So I'm going to address the elephant in the room that I'm sure a lot of service providers are facing right now and just really don't want to talk about because it's the downside to entrepreneurship. So I have noticed a good amount of entrepreneurs, including myself, that have had to go back to work due to needing to bring in revenue outside of our business.
I'm glad you're watching, amazing viewer. Thank you so much for being part of this. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to leave me your thoughts. I appreciate that you're part of this. Let's dive into today's video. We are addressing a giant elephant in the room right now. I would say giant because I came across a video on TikTok a while ago and I was like, let me just brush it off. And people are complaining of Black American, African American business owners, and I said, okay, maybe it's not a big issue. Sometimes people just want to attract the crowd, and then I realized that, yeah. And then the next day I came across this video, and that today I came across this video and I was like, okay, so many people reacted to this particular video and they are addressing how they are treated whenever they need services from Black American business owners, and it's always a problem. They don't offer as they should. Sometimes they are not treated fairly. They don't care about them whenever they offer services, the right way to say it. Like this lady is speaking of the need to make more money, but yeah, they're saying no, we don't want to do that anymore. We want to fix our wigs on our own. We want to find a way we can take care of our hair on our own. It's not just salonists, there's a lot of services that they offer and they are not doing it right. Guys, my Black American friend, African American, my friend, my brothers, sisters, I'm always out here voicing for you whenever I see any kind of injustice towards you guys. But right now you are the problem. Why aren't you helping each other? Why aren't you helping each other?
They will take my account. So let me say it like, there's a certain community of entrepreneurs that have been sold a dream and believes that they are their own boss. That is not the case. The customer is your boss at this point, which is more volatile and abusive than any other boss that you could ever think of. Whoever is cutting the coin is now the boss. That's just how it goes. If you do makeup and they say we only want to do UK girl makeup now, guess whose services are no longer needed unless you learn how to do UK girl makeup. If the girls say they only want stitch braids and you only know how to do straight backs, and it's guess who's learning how to do stitch braids? You. Yeah, I got this uppity feeling like, oh, I'm not gonna do this and y'all better not do that, and here are my policies and this, that, and the other. What is happening is y'all are getting fired from your boss, which is your customer, and that's why you got to go back to work.
Listen up, sweet cheeks. I don't know too much about the beauty industry, but what I do know is myself. I am not about to spend $500+ on just style, not including the hair, not including the wash, because I still got to buy the hair and I still got to buy the wash. I'm not spending $500 on just for you to put the hair in my head. It'd have been a difference if it came with a wash, it came with a dry, it came with a deep conditioning treatment. That'd have been a difference. But for you to set, not specifically you, but all these other people, y'all don't have a license, but you want me to come wash, you want to come blow dry, free your oils, you want me to pay a $50 deposit, you want me to not bring any extra gas, you want me to wear appropriate clothing. Some of y'all want me to come with my makeup done so y'all can put me on y'all Instagram page. No, I'm not paying $500 for that. For me, for it to be more on a hassle for me than it is on you. I drive an hour and a half just to get my lashes done. Why? Because her service is the best that I've ever experienced, quite frankly. She's a good conversation. She don't be rude as hell. Her music be fire as hell. On top of the fact that she makes sure I'm comfortable. She has a blanket on the side in case I get cold. She give me snacks at the end of the day. Like, y'all, that is what services is. And on top of the fact, we had a conversation. She was talking about she was in cosmetology school. She's working to get her license. Some of y'all be charging X, Y, and Z, and y'all don't have nothing to show for yourselves. Yes, you've been doing hair for the past 5 years, but you have no license. You couldn't take a time to be like, I've been doing this for a minute. It's time for me to put some real feet in the game. I mean, real foot in the game. Let me go get my license. No, y'all be out there. Y'all be in y'all house. Y'all be in y'all house expecting people to accommodate your badass kids. And I can't bring no kids. But little Tommy over there throwing a fit because you can't hurry up on my head. Yeah, it just chops up to being nobody's playing with y'all no more. Like, I understand cosmetology school is an investment. I understand that. But if you really want to do it, you really want to do it. I've seen too many nightmares of people going to get their lashes done and they wake up the next day and they can't see. Or it's some people that go get their hair done and they show the stylist what they want, and the stylist gives them what they feel like they should have, and then they don't say nothing out of like, oh, I don't know how these people get, like, I'm just gonna go home and take it out. On top of that, y'all booking pages be so intimidated, it makes people not want to book with y'all. Like, it makes no sense for y'all to be typing in all caps, red, bold letters, talking about, please read. I understand reading is fundamental. But, and I understand, like, it's a few non-negotiables. But if you sit down and you read some people's booking pages, they, like, do the most. Like, if your whole booking page, your whole disclaimer is in red, bold, italics, caps, that's gonna set the tone. Even if they do decide to book with you, they gonna be like, I think I know how this is gonna go. And y'all sit in silence the whole 3 hours y'all there while you providing that service. It's not comfortable. You get mad because you gotta go back to work a 9 to 5 because nobody wants, or everybody's happy to see you go back in the workforce. No, that's not the case, sweetheart. We would just rather give our money to somebody else or save it for something else. Because how did you not just take that and be like, maybe I just need to do better, or maybe I should encourage my servicing community to do better, and that would change the stigma of why people are the way they are about stylists. So let's be for real right now. Like, don't act like you're so disattached or far off from social media that you don't see the horror stories that people go through. I just saw a lady on my TikTok page yesterday. She had her wig cap on. She went to get a quick weave. All she left out, wherever she was getting her hair done, she left out with just her leave out and the cap on, getting ready for a quick weave, because she did not want to be there.
I am low on funds. Why the fuck would I spend my money with someone who comes on this app to yell at potential clients about not supporting these businesses and reveling in the fact that horrible entrepreneurs are going back to work? I don't even know if you do hair, but this whole attitude you have for people that are happy of the shitty hairstylists that we have been talking shit about, we have been blowing up, we have been talking about, and you are mad at us. Go ahead and clock in, Buki. Go on up to the customer service desk at that Walmart and ask for an application, because you lost your fucking mind. The only entrepreneurs, especially hairstylists, that have to go back to a 9 to 5 are the ones who don't have good customer service. They're the ones cussing at clients. They have the fucking constitution of rules on their fucking website and have horrible attitudes and have horrible customer service. People like you need to go back to Walmart and start over, because what's happening here is that the people that are horrible customer service employees are now trying to open businesses because they don't want anybody to tell them what the fuck to do. But when you're an entrepreneur, your boss are your clients, technically. Your clients are responsible for your checks and they're responsible for your bills. And I'm not even talking about the ones that are super entitled, oh, you got to do this, this, and this. Girls are just saying, I just want my hair fucking braided. I paid a deposit. I want to come in on Monday. And I have to wake up to a hey boo text telling me all of a sudden you don't work on fucking Mondays. You know who's open on Mondays? Walmart. Go pick up an application. I will continue to celebrate the horrible entrepreneurs that have to go back to work because y'all have lost your ever fucking mind. And y'all only do this to black clients, to black people, because we are the only people who you can play around with. Just like with the whole restaurant thing that's happening in like Atlanta and Houston, and Keith Lee is over there ripping that shit all the way fucking open. Everybody's fucking tired. Yes, the economy is bad, which means that people prioritize their funds. Why the fuck would I prioritize my funds to someone who's going to yell at their clients and is going to have an attitude? I have to wait for a text for the address of the place. I have to sit in a chair for a couple of hours. I have to hope to God that my hair is right. And then I have to log into this motherfucking app to see them in a fucking Walmart aisle cussing people out. Y'all charge luxury prices, but you don't do luxury work. Like, let's be fucking for real for a second and lower your
Those
voice.
are the stitches that I've put together, and from that you can tell that there is need for improvement in these businesses, you know, especially salonists, you know. There's need for improvement. Guys, you can do better. My friends, you can do better. And yeah, I believe that you can do better if you just put your work on it, put your heart on what you're doing, you know. There are also those who are doing things right and they come up with advices and yeah, thanking their customers. It also giving advices to those maybe who aren't doing it well. Yeah, from what you've heard, those who don't treat their customers well are the ones who will go back to work, you know, this 9 to 5, you know, the way it's can be stressful, but you're an entrepreneur, you know what it is to be one. So you have to take good care of your customers. Listen to this girl.
See often when people are given valid critiques. In the black community, there can be a lack of support and a crab in a bucket mentality due to our circumstances. However, that is not automatically what's going on in every single situation. Accountability is needed for the everyday person in your everyday life, but it is crucial as an entrepreneur and a business owner, because without accountability, you lack the ability to see the issue in your business and how you can make it better. I've been a business owner for over 6 years now, and being able to shake, move, take feedback, use that feedback and turn it into something more constructive for your business, etc., is invaluable. There's no way to quantify how valuable that is. But this is what happens when you just want to chunk everything up to being a hater instead of evaluating, reevaluating, and reevaluating again as many times as necessary until you get the desired results. And lastly, black women have been getting on here for years telling you what we need, what we want, what we hate. And it's not until now that y'all's pockets are hurting and you're having to go back to the call centers that, you know, you're looking for feedback. If doing hair is what you want to do, if being a business owner in any capacity is what you want to be, please understand that you are switching out working for a boss to working for a customer. That's how being a business owner works. Because when you clock into a 9 to 5, that paycheck is going to come every 2 weeks like clockwork, regardless, unless you get fired. But when you own a business, every single customer counts. You work for them. So if that's not something you want to do, I highly suggest you go to Indeed or, you know, wherever they filling out applications. I haven't done one in a while because we straight over here. And you get that popping. You make that happen. All right?
Okay, so this is what's happening. So this is y'all. Okay, my bad. So this is y'all. So we start out, so you guys want a service. Because you want a service, lashes, hair, nails, whatever, cool, you want to start out with a safe risk, especially if you don't have the disposable income to just be spending high and mighty. So you go with a safe risk. So a safe risk means a low price point, so that if the situation doesn't work out, if the service isn't something that you enjoy, it's a low price, so you don't have to spend that much money and you're not out that much if you don't like it. Cool. Because you spent a low price on it, it's a higher probability that you will have a low quality experience, because because you have a low quality experience, you're horrified. Because you had that low quality experience and you're horrified, now you have low expectations for beauty service providers, and then you get on TikTok and bash us, and that's why she's yelling. But most valuable things in life come typically with high risk. Vacation, diamonds, all that. So if you were to go with a higher risk, which would then mean a higher price point, it would be a higher probability that you would have a high quality experience, and then you would have high expectations. Yeah, and then you guys would not be bashing us on TikTok.
So that was it about this video. It's not all for you guys. You can make changes, and yeah, also plan yourself financially. Make sure you make good provision for the future, so that you don't go back to 9 to 5. It can be stressful for you if you used to be an entrepreneur. You might get yourself fired, maybe you'll adjust. Don't forget to leave me a like, subscribe, leave your thoughts kindly. I appreciate that you're spending your precious time with me. Thank you. Till we meet again. Goodbye for now.